There's a brother at church who that's how he laughs. Like it's something in this.
At church?
Oh God, too.
I feel like I won't be able to focus if I hear that.
Yeah, and when I'm on the organ, I don't pay attention. Like I'm not paying attention to this. I'm like watching people. But when something gets good to them, I'm like, all right, brother.
I feel like that's true though, because my laughs change depending on how funny it is. Like if it's kind of funny,
I agree with
that. But if it's like super fun, I'm like, like
hey, do you ever
changes.
Mine goes high like that, the way yours just did.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's a real good laugh when you do that like old deacon laugh and it's up in like your nose and you sound like a raccoon or something.
Yeah.
That is a good laugh.
Yeah, that's funny. There's so many characters in the church.
Oh yeah, man.
It's like, man.
And I have multiple church services on a Sunday, so like my first one's at 7, my band rehearsal's at 7, and then there's a 9 o'clock and then a 10:45 and sometimes the afternoon. So I see the gamut of church characters.
Yeah.
And you know what? They all the old church mothers. When is the wedding, baby? Okay, I hope I'm invited. Like y'all are not invited.
Yeah,
you can't come to the wedding.
It's so true. Everyone's all like, "Oh, where's my invitation? Where's the wife? When's the wife coming?" I'm like, luckily I got one service, so I'm there and I'm in and I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
But
do you find that people like expect to be invited and they're like on the fringe somehow? Like I don't know how to break it to them.
Yeah, I do. It's weird because I had posted the engagement picture on Instagram, and like people I haven't talked to in a long time. Like even old, like I don't know, people I haven't talked to in a long time. Somehow that got to my dad, and their parents like hit up my dad like, "Oh hey, when's the wedding invitation?" My dad's like, "Why are people contacting me about your wedding?" I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just go radio silent on them. Don't say.
Yeah, I am. There are no pictures that are gonna be posted on my Instagram until like 3 weeks after. Everything's gonna be 3 weeks after. Like, oh, you have your wedding right now? Oh, that was 3 weeks ago, man. You missed it.
Yeah, that was last year, man. I try to just avoid them. Like I'll try to get out of the conversation when I hear it going towards wedding. I'll be like, oh yeah, so the sermon today.
Yeah, that's a good approach. That's a really good approach.
Anyway, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the podcast.
Yep, Out the Game, where we talk about our relationships and, finally leaving the game and getting ready for that married and relationship life.
We left it. We retired.
Yeah.
We're out the game. Got no more time for that.
Hanging up the shoes. Throwing them on the wires.
My shoes were barely used. I had no game. It was an easy retirement for me.
All good things must come to an end.
And that's true. Well, you had a good run.
And then more good things happened.
Yep.
I'm not saying like it's not good now that I'm in a relationship. That's not what I'm saying.
Read between the lines. I'm kidding.
More good things. Different type of good things.
Man, we're gonna get in so much trouble on this podcast. That's what we do for y'all. We keep it honest and unfiltered, and we just give the what's on our heart and our chest. So we sacrifice getting in trouble for y'all.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Did your fiance listen to the first episode?
She did.
We talked a lot about exes. What did she say?
She laughed a lot, which I don't know if that was a good sign or not a good sign.
Sometimes I can't tell a polite laugh versus like a... Because it's like, was she listening and you were looking at her?
I'm just looking at it. Yeah. I'm looking at it.
She had to laugh.
But yeah, she liked it, I think.
I hope so.
The second half after the break, we brought it back to the importance.
The core of what the podcast is.
Exactly.
Yeah. By the way, we broadcast out of downtown LA.
Yep.
We're in this awesome park in downtown LA, and it's super serene, and we just love getting together and talking about what it's like to, take this huge step, and we're doing it in solitude and solidarity together.
Yeah, man.
We're two brothers, and we lean on each other and encourage each other. So
yours is November, mine is April.
Yeah, dude, we were counting the weekends left because she works during the week. I'm busy during the week, and the weekends are the only time we have together.
Yeah.
So we're counting the weekends, and it's like 9 or 10 weekends.
Oh my goodness.
So like every Saturday and Sunday, it's just like,
all right,
venue visit, pay for this, blah blah blah.
Here we go. Let's get into the update section. Are y'all ready? Like update me. What's going on?
No.
All right, next section.
You know what the most stressful thing is? Honestly, it's just like paying for it.
Yeah.
So like if I didn't have this, I'm working this gig right now. I'm doing this doc series, and if I didn't have this doc series, I wouldn't have the money for the wedding. Yeah. So it's just like turning in cuts and edits just to get the next check to pay for it. So that's the most stressful thing to me. Is just like because the venue is $3,000, and then like your day of coordinator / DJ / sound is $3,000, and then your bartenders are like $1,200 and blah blah blah. So it's just, I guess it'll stress you out if you let it. But I'm just trying to like grind out and just make sure we have the money before You know,
I feel like it's the small things. So like the things that you don't really think about when you think about wedding. Yeah, you think about venue,
right?
Caterer, DJ,
Totally.
But then it's like save the dates. Then it's like the actual invitation. Then it's like, oh, you have to send thank you notes afterwards. And then like
I'm not doing that.
Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna say it at the wedding. Thank you for showing up.
You can listen to the podcast for the thing.
This is your thank you. You'll get another one on a couple podcasts after the wedding. But yeah, it's just like it just adds up. Thinking like, oh, it tucks, and then like,
oh my, bruh.
And then I guess I listened to the last podcast, like just in reflection, and we talked about like getting gifts for our groomsmen. And you made me feel compelled to like. I think I'm gonna give a gift to my groomsmen. I don't know what that's gonna be. Okay. But I'm gonna get them something. I appreciate them for taking time and being in my wedding.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I know that. I know the bachelor party is another episode down the line, but the memories and the things you share in that weekend, the memories you forge are just like you need amazing. Your brothers to carry you through or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like getting some. The coolest thing I ever got. Well, I won't say it's the coolest, but one of the cool things I got was a flask and like a pair of cufflinks and a shot glass. There's like 2 alcoholic things inside of this gift set, but you can get your bachelor party, whatever you want. Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out, poll some people, see what they do. Maybe I might just do the exact same thing you do. We'll figure it out.
I was supposed to have gone to the fashion district this past week to go like pick out the jackets I want for the guys, and I did not do that. Come
on, Gene, it's in like a few weeks.
I'm behind, dude. I know,
it's literally in a few weeks.
I wake up in a cold sweat sometimes.
Your teeth grinding? Remember you told me that?
Yes. I know I've been teeth grinding when I wake up with a headache.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I got to do that.
I talked about it a little while ago on the last podcast, but my friend Lorenzo, shouts out to Lorenzo again.
Hey, Lorenzo.
I just put in before I left work my days off. It's like October 6th and 7th because like their wedding is like on that Friday, and Emily pointed out like, hey, like don't forget we have a wedding in 2 weeks. I'm like, oh wait, two weeks? Like I was like, oh, she's like, have you taken off your days? I'm like, oh no, but I'm thinking about like my best man speech is coming soon. Like,
and you gotta make him laugh and cry.
I gotta make him laugh and cry.
I didn't forget about that.
And it's in 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, so I was running through a draft yesterday.
You want to practice?
A little bit. All right.
Just tell Lorenzo just can't listen to the podcast.
Like, Lorenzo, don't listen to this podcast.
Actually, when you get to the wedding, hit play on the podcast.
Actually, for my speech, I'm just gonna play my podcast. Everybody, shout out the game now on iTunes. Thank you.
And they still cry, and they still laugh.
Boo-hoo it. But no, I want to do some type of full circle thing because he and I are both really big movie buffs and really like watching movies and things. And I remember there's a point where we were living together and watching a lot of like rom-coms for some reason. It was just rom-com time.
That's a funny genre to watch with your boy.
I'm a big rom-com fan. We'll talk about good ones. Like we'll review some because
I don't think there's that many. But yeah,
But yeah, so and we'd be watching him like, man, like we wondered in that moment, like, how are we gonna meet that person? How are we gonna find that one? Because at the end of the movie, they always find love and they're always happy. And I'm gonna use that to tie in the speech, like remember Lorenzo. I remember like watching rom-coms and us wondering, how is this gonna end? And for you, this is not the end, but this is the beginning. And, blah blah blah. And like you found your rom-com movie thing. I think I'm gonna go in that approach. I'm gonna go in that approach.
That's great.
But I gotta figure out the rest.
Yeah. Especially if you like refer to one of the movies or
maybe The Proposal. It's a great movie.
Okay, just while we're on it, what is your favorite rom-com?
That's a loaded question. I like a lot.
Does Hitch count as a rom-com?
It definitely does.
Okay, that's the only one I know.
There's like The Proposal. There's like Just Friends with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis.
And that's where they're
friends with benefits.
Got it.
Like eventually they fall in love. I don't know. Is The Best Man a rom-com? The second one, that made people cry and laugh.
Yeah, that's
at the
true.
Same time.
That's true.
That's like the ultimate. I don't know if that's a rom-com or not though. But
you know what I never saw? I never saw those Will Packer movies like the Think Like a Man's and stuff like that.
Really?
Those are rom-coms, right?
Those are rom-coms.
Or like dramedies or something.
Possibly. But yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I guess I don't watch rom-coms.
Do you and Amanda watch movies together a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they tend to be
at the house chilling.
Yeah, we eat Netflix and chill. They tend to be like 80s, 90s action films or thrillers, like Harrison Ford movies or something like that.
That's your thing?
Lately, yeah. But you know what? We saw It recently, and then after that, she was like, "You want to watch this horror movie? You want to watch this horror movie?" But I just went to go see It, and now she's like into horror films. By the way, did you see It?
No, I didn't.
A1.
Are you sure? Am I gonna be scared? I'm not a big scary movie fan. That was even like with Get Out. I was a little like hesitant because I heard it's so good, but I don't like being scared.
This is way more exhilarating than Get Out.
I don't want to.
Get Out's a great movie. That's not derogatory.
Yes.
But this film is a thriller. It
and
will
I love
thrill
Get
you.
Out. But like, I don't want to go pay to watch a movie to feel like stressed out and scared. I'm
not gonna lie. The first time I saw it, I did not enjoy the experience. Like that's how immersive it is. Yeah, I've seen it twice. It's that's how good it is.
So I should watch, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Go with people. You know what I love to do, and I probably should have just called you and made you come, but you live down at the beach.
Yeah.
But going to a horror movie with a bunch of black folk, that's like one of my favorite things. Like put that on my tombstone.
Especially
this man
if you do
saw
it at
horror
like
films.
Magic Johnson Theater on Crenshaw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That rave is one of the best theaters in LA.
It's a very interactive experience. You know? People talking at the screen, having conversations with characters like, "Don't go in that closet."
That's in the brochure for the rave cinemas. Very interactive experience.
Exactly.
With our fellow people. Man, I feel like I was when I was in the colloquial game, I was a bad dater, and my go-to was just like the movies. And I still do that, so I guess I'm not a good dater.
Do you want to know my go-to? This is funny.
Now or then?
No, then.
Okay.
So at UCLA, you know, I'm a college student. I have a lot of money, and you know, if it's the first date, I typically want to be a gentleman and I want to pay. So there was a yogurt land that was near campus, approximately like a 15-20 minute walk away from like the dorms and stuff.
Right.
And that was like my go-to because the 15-minute walk there kind of like gave me an insight through our conversations. Like, okay, is this gonna continue? Do I like her enough?
You walk together to the
yeah. We walk together. We meet up and walk together there. And then if through the conversation and the walk I'm not feeling it, I just buy her some froyo for like $2, and then I'm like, all right, thanks. Maybe next time. That's it. You know, so it's like an investment, but it's not like a dinner. Like, you know, I'm spending $40,
and then you're stuck at dinner.
And then you're stuck at dinner.
Yeah.
Like froyo is like, all right, you get to go. Like, we have to walk. We have some connection. Here's $3 for your froyo. Let's keep it pushing, or let's keep talking.
That's so funny. See, that's the confidence I lacked.
It's my go-to. Yeah.
You were froyo, I was movies. What was the best? Do you remember the best date you ever had? I don't want to get in trouble again. Never mind. What was the best date you had with your fiance?
We've had so many, but I think the one that comes to mind, we went to Santa Barbara for a weekend, and it was kind of like one of the first times we like went on a trip. Mm-hmm. And it was just like an amazing like weekend. Like we walked down the main street, walked through shops, had ice cream, just hung out and genuinely like enjoyed each other's time and company without any distractions. And then went to this amazing, I will shout it out, I don't know the name, but I will. This amazing like restaurant that had like cornbread and biscuits and like different things that they brought out, and like kind of New Orleans feel. And it was an amazing dinner. And like it was like a 2-hour wait, but the guy was like, "Oh, is it just y'all two?" He's like, "Yeah, y'all seem like people I like. Come on in." Like we cut this whole line. Amen. And it was just like, it was just an amazing weekend. It was just amazing. So now it's actually a thing. Like every Veterans Day, 3-day weekend, we go to Santa Barbara. So we're actually going to Santa Barbara.
That's coming up.
This November 10th, 11th.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Also, to add to it, I was gonna tell her this. I was going to surprise her at Santa Barbara, but I'm just going to do it now, so then when she listens to the podcast, she'll be surprised. I bought us tickets to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's going to be in Santa Barbara that weekend of Veterans Day weekend, so we're going to catch a show. But she doesn't know this. So
when she listens to the podcast,
when she listens to it, she'll be like, we're going to Kevin Hart? I'm like, yeah, we are. You're welcome.
That's so cool.
Yeah, man.
You just inceptioned that gift.
I did.
Into her mind.
I didn't even plan that, but I did. It's going to be awesome.
See, that's the clever stuff I couldn't do. That's so romantic what you just did. She got to listen to the podcast to get this gift.
I mean, partially. I kind of just wanted to go for myself because I like Kevin Hart.
It's all right.
Yeah, so you know.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I was going to tell a very similar story.
Oh, do it.
Because, just one of my favorite dates is we just drove up to Santa Barbara one weekend and took our dog. Our dog was in the back seat. And we went up there and just walked around with the dog, took photos. So it's like, that's how awesome. Apropos is that you told that story.
See? That's
actually in my vows, or not my vows, in my proposal, I made it a point to say like one of my favorite things is just to get lost with you. Like I like to get in the car and just like go and get lost and explore.
Nice.
So that's what we did this weekend and ended up in Santa Barbara. And that's
that was this past weekend?
No. It was
that
this was
weekend of the
that
date.
weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, this was and this had to be a couple years ago. But
Nice.
Santa Barbara just must be like, it must be a vortex for.
Hey, if y'all listening and y'all ain't been to Santa Barbara with your significant other, do it.
You're welcome.
It's amazing.
If brothers who just got out the game or whatever, you taking notes, blah blah
That's
blah,
right.
go to Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
That's I'm gonna remind myself that Santa Barbara's awesome.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited. What's this? We're in September now, November, Veterans Day weekend.
Bro, that's how I am. I'm just
I'm
like,
excited.
what day is it?
What day is this? I think my dad's birthday is like tomorrow. Or
Oh my
2
God,
days after.
her mom's birthday was yesterday. I didn't say anything.
Ooh.
Yeah, I totally missed her mom's birthday. It was yesterday.
I mean, I'm
So-
saying if you want to use this podcast to just be like, hey, I did
I'm
on
not-
purpose. It came out late. Blame iTunes.
Yeah, I'm not that clever. I'm just gonna pull my usual. Hey, this text didn't go through. Now I'm putting my business out there, and
You can't ever
They
use
know
the
my
screenshot of
I'm
text message not sending.
I
and
photoshopped
send
it
to
before.
everybody.
I'm that. I guess I don't. I guess I don't want to tell you that I didn't want to text you or that I forgot. So I have photoshopped the little failed to send message before and then sent that as a screenshot. Like, oh, here's a screenshot as proof I didn't send it.
So now if people get that, they'll be like, see?
Don't trust that, brother.
Don't trust them.
Don't trust that.
Random thing. I have a friend who, I don't know, anytime if he's busy and he can't respond to a text or a call, he'll just text back, I'm at the cinema. And that's it. Anytime. He's not even at the movies.
He called it the cinema. I
He's
love that
like,
person.
I'm at the cinema. That's all he says. Like, I'll call him, like, hey, I gotta tell you something real quick. He'll just text me, like, I'm at the cinema. And that's it. Like, he won't.
I love that,
That's it.
brother.
Even if he's not, I was like, oh, the first time it happened, I was like, oh, what movie were you watching? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you said you were at the cinema. He's like, oh, no, I just text that to everyone when I'm busy. I'm just like, okay, all right. Cool, Tony. All right, cool story, Tony.
I do like that better than I'm busy.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to.
I'm at the cinema.
I think mine's going to be, I'm at Whole Foods. Ironically, because I never shop at Whole Foods. So, I'll go
I
with that.
actually just discovered Whole Foods and I love it.
Really?
I
You
got
got Whole Foods money? Because it's kind of pricey, I think.
Well,
I don't know.
hey, so I bought some pine nuts from Whole Foods the other day,
Okay.
and I must have misread the price tag because when I went back, it said $31 a pound for pine nuts, and I was just doing a little pesto, some basil, pine nuts, garlic. You know what I'm saying? Pesto for the pasta.
Okay.
So I put like 3/4 of that scoop back into the thing and was like, no, I'm not, because it was almost a pound. It would have been $30.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Whole Foods. I vow never to go back to Whole Foods.
Oh, man. Hey, we were talking about this earlier, but I want to bring it back up. For your vows, are you going to write them and do your own, or are you going to just repeat the minister, officiant type person?
Here's what I was going to do, and my plans got foiled. I wanted to sing my vows. I want to do the greatest wedding song of all time. That's what I wanted.
Jamie Foxx?
We're on the same page. That's why we're brothers.
Yes.
I wanted to sing the Jamie Foxx wedding song, but my boy Pat Stacks got married a couple months ago, and literally as I'm doing the cufflinks to his shirt on the way to the church, he's like, "Hey man, I want to do this at the." I was like, "Man, what?" And he played the Jamie Foxx song. I'm like, "God, man, that's what I wanted to do." But I had a keyboard. I just brought a keyboard with me, and then I played it, and he sang it. But he did it, so I feel like I can't do it now.
I mean, how long ago was that? Like, is there enough time in between where
I don't think so, man. I think it's
now you can get away with it?
yeah, maybe. But part of me, I don't know if that's like a pride thing, a guy thing. Where I'm just like, I can't do it now. He beat me to it. He did it great. Like I can't outdo it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna have to write them now, or just write a new song.
If you could have any person perform a song at your wedding, any famous person, living or non-living, or both,
Yep.
who would it be?
All right, so I'm just gonna pick two because I'm so bad at like, what's your top 5? What's your favorite? I'm really bad at that question. I can never answer it.
I love lists. I think they define people, and I love it.
So what does that say about me that I can't make my list?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Who am I? This is a podcast about existential. If the living person, Jacob Collier, young cat, like dope jazz musician and singer, amazing. He actually, one of his songs or his rendition of a song is probably gonna be like Our First Dance.
Nice.
But I'd love to have him there. So Jacob, hopefully this gets to you. But dead, I'll have to go with probably, for the wedding in terms of like great wedding singers, great songs. I'm gonna have to go with like either Luther or Prince. I think
That's good. That's really good.
you can't beat Luther.
No, not at all.
How about you? What do you?
I feel like living it'd be kind of we just talked about Jamie Foxx or John Legend. Jamie Foxx or John Legend. I think both of them just at the keys, just playing and singing and playing. I think that'd be it right there.
They are the epitome of that would have been.
Yeah, and then non-living. I think Whitney Houston.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Whitney was amazing.
She was.
Huge range, big voice.
Emily and I just we just watched The Prince of Egypt. She had never seen it before. I was like, done. We're watching it.
Just side note, I'm so glad you baptized her with the Prince of Egypt.
I can watch The Prince of Egypt anytime. Anytime, anywhere, with anybody. I love that movie.
That is a good movie. I mean, the music is amazing.
It's amazing. So it's funny, after we watched the movie, we watched the video, When You Believe, with Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. I was like, Whitney. Oh, man.
And you were crying. You looked up, you were crying.
Do you ever, like, watch things that lead to other things Like, I went from a Whitney, that song, to, like, a clip from The Bodyguard, to, like...
like on YouTube?
Yeah, just on YouTube.
Journey,
like,
yeah.
And it was just... An hour later, I just listened to, like, 20 different artists. And I was like, what just happened? What was I doing?
I love those YouTube journeys. Hey, let's take a quick break and let you hear from our sponsors.
Yeah.
We have no sponsors.
It's going to sound like this. Silence, because there are no sponsors.
Yeah, you guys count to 15 and we'll be right back.
All right. All right, and we are back from break. And our break consisted of just staring into each other's faces.
Chewing some bubble gum.
Bubble gum and bubble
Trying
gum.
to find some charged AA batteries.
Yeah, so this podcast might just cut off at any moment.
In which case, we'll see you next time.
We're going to say our goodbyes now. Signing out. Catch us on the next one.
My name's Genie.
My name's Tim. And it's been real. All right. And then so you have closure. Okay. All right. Anyway, before this cuts off. But yeah, so wedding's coming up. What do you think is going to be the biggest difference from, like, because you and Amanda have been together for a while.
Long time, almost a decade.
Right? So what do you think is going to be the biggest difference the next day you wake up post a new married man?
I think the difference is, well, one, it's just that feeling. It's that officiality. I remember after we got engaged at the Grand Canyon, I was vlogging it, so I had my camera, and I was like, hey, YouTube, say hi to my new fiance. And it was my first time saying that. So, like, the shock and the newness of that, I feel like that novelty will be, like, the first, couple months of that. Yeah. Oh, my God.
It's my fiance.
With my wife.
Like, I just thought about it. Like, when I start checking off documents and it says, like, single and married, I'm gonna be checking off married.
Amen.
Which is surreal.
Another difference will be my new health benefits.
Oh.
So that's why I'm getting married, because I want to go to the dentist and play basketball again.
Amanda, we're just using you for your health benefits, okay?
So to have a wife and health benefits will be amazing.
I'm a new man, new teeth.
But yeah, we've been living together. Well, we've been together for 10 years, and we lived together after college and again after grad school. So like that we've already adjusted that. Like, we know each other's habits, we know what we dislike about each other, we know what we like about each other. So I guess it's just like just the new level of commitment and communication, and I guess novelty is not the right word, but just the newness will be the new thing. I don't know. What do you think? What's gonna be the difference for you waking up the next day?
Man, it's just gonna be finally like being able to live together, because we don't live together right now.
Oh,
yeah, we don't live together, and we won't live together until after. So right now it just kind of sucks. Like, we'll go grocery shopping, and then we split. It's like in a divorce relationship. Like, we split the groceries. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna be at your house on Tuesday and Thursday night. I'm gonna put the salmon there, and then we'll keep the chicken at my place. All right.
Your groceries. You split custody with the groceries.
Yeah. Or like, but before we even like actively thought about it, like, we'd be at my house, like, all right, what do you want for dinner? All the groceries would be at her spot, and then it's just like, oh my gosh, what? So
if you were a stand-up, there's material in that. That's hilarious.
Right? So I'm just excited where I can just wake up and then go to the grocery store and bring all of the groceries back to one place, and not have to worry about where our next meal is coming from. I think
that's a great thing to look forward to.
But it's just honestly just living together. Like, it just sucks. Like, we'll hang out at night and be like, all right, bye. Like, I don't want to have to say bye. Yeah. Just, see you in the morning, So I think that'd be the biggest thing.
That's so, you're so dreamy. Like, that almost made me misty-eyed. I don't want to say goodbye.
Oh, man. But yeah, so I don't know. I think that's going to be big. Do you know where you're going for your honeymoon? Are y'all doing a honeymoon?
We want to go to Italy, yeah. So she just took the days off.
Did we talk about this?
I don't think so.
I don't know. But go ahead.
I have this infatuation with, ancient Europe and Greece and, even parts of just like Syria and Macedonia, stuff like that. But like to visit, rural and ancient Italy would be amazing. The last film festival tour I did, I got a chance to spend a day in Rome just walking around wandering, and I loved it. So I've always wanted to go to Italy, and we kind of share a love for Italian food and culture. So anyway, so she took the days off, and we want to go to Italy. We're thinking like Florence and then maybe like the Cinque Terre in Italy. But that's where we want to go. It's funny because she has the app that tells you when to buy airline tickets. Like they're gonna go down. It's called Hopper or something like that.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Well, we got the alert that like you should get your Italy tickets now.
Oh.
But I'm waiting on it. I'm just waiting on a check, man.
Yeah, man.
So we're figuring it out.
So do you think it's gonna be like wedding night and then the next day out, or
dude, I think she took like
later on?
I think she took like a week and a half or 2 weeks after the wedding off. So yeah, it has to be. We'll probably like take a day or two off and then fly
somewhere. Yeah.
By the way, this song, I remember the first time I heard it. This is one song I do love.
Yeah. We were talking about this before. Is it SZA or SZA?
I'm an idiot. I've been saying SZA.
Yeah, I think
you guys like SZA?
I did too, and then someone was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, we're going to play SZA on the plane to our honeymoon in Italy. Where are you all going? You guys have like a shared love place?
So we're both in education, so our wedding is during our spring break. But it's like at the tail end of it, so we have to go to work the next week. So we're gonna push it to the summer, so it'll be a couple months in between. I don't know. We have a few options, few ideas at least.
Yeah.
Croatia came to mind. After watching Master of None with Aziz Ansari, I kind of also want to go, to Italy and make some pasta.
Yeah.
Like go to someone's grandma's house and just be in the back making pasta.
I'm Tim.
Oh yeah, I don't even know the language. It's a Tim. I don't know. I just want to make some pasta and just eat some grandma's cooking. I don't know. But I don't know. We have a few ideas, but nothing solidified yet. But
yeah, man,
I'm excited.
It's coming up for us, so it's just like we have to like, for the longest when you're planning a wedding, it's that date, it's there, it's out there, and when it's far enough away, then the conception is it'll happen. You know what I mean? Like, that'll get done. Ugh. But like when those weeks are limited, it's like, we got to do this today. We got to decide today. We got to buy this today. We got to reserve this today.
Yeah.
Remember last episode I was stressed about finding, I think, the photographer, the videographer.
Yeah. Any update
By
on
the
that?
way, there's a weird whistling in the background. That sounds like
what is that?
It's like a horror movie soundtrack in the background.
It's like the world's biggest tea kettle. Like it's just steam blowing.
Yeah, it's like Cloverfield when that alien comes down at the end. Anyway,
if y'all don't hear from us in the next 30 seconds, it's not the batteries. Something else happened. I don't know if they can hear the whistling, but I hear it and it's real.
That's creepy, man.
So, what's the next thing on your agenda for wedding planning?
Next, we have tomorrow. We're finishing the wedding invitation, and thank God for friends, because some of our friends, Paisley and Caitlin, they like designed our wedding invitations. They bought all the cardstock. They printed them. Now we just got to put them in envelopes and put the stamps on them. So thank God that's like their wedding gift to us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, amen. So shout out to Paisley and Caitlin. Thank y'all so much.
Shout out.
We're finishing those tomorrow, and then you should have your invitation.
Hey.
In a week or so.
We in there.
Yep.
Can't wait.
What's next for you all?
We want to do another cake tasting, so we're gonna do that. Well, because the realistic reason is because our wedding venue is in like Koreatown, and then like the bakery one too is in Torrance. It's kind of far.
Makes sense, dude. Yeah.
Their delivery fee is like $150. So we're trying to find something a little closer to where the wedding's gonna be, so we have to pay for so much for delivery. I thought I was just like, can I just have a friend pick it up and put it in the car? But I don't think that'd be the best.
That's a lot of stress.
That's a lot of stress. Like, is this person gonna make it, and is the cake gonna be good? So I don't know. That's the next thing.
I'll make it. I'll make the cake.
You gonna make the cake?
I know your flavors. I'll make. Yeah, right. I'm the worst baker.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. But yeah, so we'll check out another spot.
All right, brother. Well, as always,
it's been real.
Thanks for sharing the wisdom with me. Thanks for letting me vent.
Man, anytime.
I think we need to do this more often. First of all, as men, have frank conversations and, lean on each other and support where we can. But, this is cathartic for me.
I feel it. Same, bro. This is my highlight of my week,
Amen.
man.
Amen. So hopefully, you know, you other young men out there or older men, if you're, you know, getting married, hopefully you find some, you know, hopefully this resonates with you and you share it with others. And we'd love to have you on the show.
Yeah, bring them on. And people who are still in the game out there in them streets.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Let's do it. I know some guys off the back.
Yeah, get the most savage of those guys, and then we'll get the
he's super savage. Bro, he's just like, this is my life. This is it.
I was never one of those guys. I can't.
Oh man,
I can't. All right, brother.
All right,
Thanks
man.
for listening, y'all.
Take it easy. Shout out to our sponsors, No One and Nobody.
We'll talk to y'all next time.
See you.